This your boy Trading G's with G. Welcome to my channel, y'all. Listen to a dreadhead trader with a grain of black salt. Do your own due diligence. Be your own DD. Be your own designated driver. You cannot trust what I say 100%. Know I have your best interests and to always keep it 100. This video is going to be about risk. Everything in life is a risk. Buy crypto. Why do I say that? You see this right here? These cars passing by, somebody jaywalking, a junkie, a kid, whoever, somebody in a wheelchair, they go across the street, they get hit by these cars, you can die. When they can just literally walk down the street to the crosswalk and go across the street. But you took a risk. Why? Because you felt like you could beat traffic in tying these cars and cross the street. You go to college. They tell you to go to college after you graduate high school, right? If you don't get an academic or an athletic scholarship, now you have to pay. Oh, you can get financial aid, but you're going to be in debt. You owe interest after you graduate with your undergrad degree. You can't find a job unless it's something simple. You use a job to your degree, entry-level prices, a manager at a bank, fast food, or a warehouse making the same or more than you while you're in college and after you graduate, man. You go get your master's, or you go to law school, you become a lawyer, you pass the bar, you go to medical school, you become a doctor. You take any of those paths at the undergrad, now you're over 100K, maybe 200K in debt. You looking for a job, you get one. What's your reward? A house, if you can afford one, cause in 2025, good luck. Even with a great career, making 100K, 80,000 ain't enough. Maybe you get married. You know, I'm gonna get into that in a minute. But the point I'm making is, you're gonna be in debt the rest of your life for the most part. If you attend school, if you don't have help from mom and dad, if you don't have a scholarship or your own money to pay. You sign up for the Army, the Navy, the Marines, the Air Force. You only get paid 20 to 30 grand starting off. They give you a gun or AR-15, a rock on your back with supplies that weigh 50 pounds. You're gonna get a flask. You'll be an alcoholic before you're 21. You're gonna develop PTSD most likely. If you're an infantry, or if you're a Navy SEAL or something, or part of the Marine Corps, oh, now you're going to war, or you're an agent or something. Now you killing people in self-defense, or unaliving. Excuse me. Gotta watch my lingo on YouTube. You're seeing people lose their lives. Lord forbid you get attacked, shot, stabbed, whatever. You lose a limb. Hopefully you make it out. Your reward, you get disability the rest of your life. Probably 80 or 100%. You get a Purple Heart. You get a free house most likely. Free down payment. The GI Bill, free education. But for the rest of your life, you most likely won't be the same psychologically, and you are underpaid, and many people don't make it, unfortunately. So you just have to think there's risk in everything. You get married, men to a woman. You don't have the red pill knowledge to realize she a gold digger, that she only like you because of your money. You get a divorce. You pay alimony, you pay child support. She take half your assets. Ladies, same thing in a rare case. A woman could be the breadwinner. That man could cheat on you. He can have alimony. He can have child support. Lord forbid STDs get spread. They don't talk about AIDS and herpes or other STIs, do they? There's risk and reward in relationship. You go down to the auction and buy yourself a hoopty lowrider or just some old rusty car for $500 or $1,000. That's the reward, the price, but the risk, You gotta deal with the brakes. You gotta deal with the engine, the alternator, the transmission. You gotta get some new tires, pipes and stuff underneath the car. There's risk in everything. The starter probably don't work. Gotta get a new starter. Now you have to invest more money into the car to have it work. Now, if you got a luxury classic lowrider, for example, out here in Cali, that could work out. But for the rest of us, it may not work. So what do? You go to the dealership, you buy a used or brand new car. Interest probably gonna be 15 to 30%, even if you have a credit score of 800. And they have all those hidden fees and all these other things you have to include that's not in the package. And if you don't read the fine print or the subtext, you'll get hustled buying a bunch of accessories included with that car deal you don't need. Even if you trade in that car, you still owe the state taxes on that vehicle. There's risk in that. But they're gonna tell you that it's risky to buy cryptocurrency. It's risky to buy stocks. It's risky to buy gold. It's risky to buy bonds. But they tell you that ETFs are safe and guaranteed. But what they don't tell you about crypto is there's ways to control your risk, just like with everything else I told you. You can buy a cold wallet to take your crypto off the exchanges. Now, your cryptocurrencies, your coins are secured in a cold wallet that is 100% offline. Fundamental basics. You could put $100 in the XRP. You could put $1,000 into Ethereum, and you can own pieces or multiple shares of each coin and have it offline in a cold wallet. So you mean to tell me that crypto is dangerous to buy? Yes, there's scams. Yes, a brokerage can file for bankruptcy and take all your coins, but you control your risk with a cold wallet. And these coins are at low prices like XRP, XLM, ADA. But you're gonna bet on the Laker game. You're gonna bet on the Clipper game. You're gonna bet an 8-game parlay with NFL and NBA and MLB and NHL players. And you're probably gonna lose that parlay. You put that same 100 or 1,000 in that parlay, you're really gonna hit. And most of y'all don't keep track of how much you're betting. You don't have a portfolio of what you win, lose, or draw. So when you hit your parlay, you don't even know if you really came up unless you really exploded and got a killing, which most people don't. You actually are gonna go down to Crypto.com arena and buy some 100 level seats for $500 to $800. You might want to see Golden State play. You might want to see Boston play. But what if Luka or LeBron sits out? That was a risk, paying full price for some tickets. What if Luka or LeBron gets ejected, or the superstar on the other team gets kicked out? Oh, so it's not a risk to go do that. Or if you're into football, you go on down to Inglewood, you go to SoFi, you see the Chargers or the Rams play. You're paying $800 to over $1,000 for the C section, for the luxury seats. Say if Herbert, the Chargers quarterback, get hurt or something, or if he throws 3 picks and now they're down 21-0 at the end of the first quarter, or you see Matt Stafford, have a horrible game, or what if he's not playing? These are the risks that we naturally take in life. You can overpay for tickets, but the only reward is that your team wins, or if you go to overtime, because that's more time you get to see your team play. You get a discount technically. So don't listen to people that say crypto is a bad investment. Crypto is too risky. Because everything I just listed, homie, is a risk. We all risk and we all look for a reward. Working in the 9 to 5, That is a risk. You can give your life to a company for 30, 40 years, and your retirement may not be enough. Even if it is, with inflation, it may not be enough when you're 59 and a half. You mean to tell me I can't pull out my own money out of Roth IRA or 403B without getting penalized 35%? Oh, I gotta wait till I'm 62 to pull out Social Security. Well, there's no more Social Security by the time I'm 62 or the next person in the next 10, 20, 30 years. We don't get that Social Security back from our check, that W-2. You're getting life insurance on that same check, right? You're getting group insurance. It's getting pulled out of your check. That's risk. But you don't want to go to a legit agent that's going to give you an individual policy that's going to take you out of your work, and you're going to get categorized and customized and find your own type of policy that works for you and your family. Just trying to tell y'all, everything in life is a risk. Buy crypto. Until next time, this your boy, Train G's with G. I'm out.